What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, undefeated two-division world champion, Olympic silver medalist, former unified WBC, WBO super featherweight world champion, superstar boxer Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson is now 19 wins, no losses, no draws, 9 wins by way of knockout. Shakur Stevenson is 25 years of age, 5'8" with a 68-inch arm reach. Shakur Stevenson, in his last fight, he fought against Robson Conceição, who is Olympic gold medalist, Brazilian star boxer. Shakur Stevenson was defending his WBC, WBO titles, but Shakur Stevenson missed the 130-pound limit. He came in at 131.6, and Shakur Stevenson, he has, stated and announced that he is now going to move up to the lightweight division, 135. Okay, and he was vacating the belts. He lost the belts on the scale at that point. So immediately, Shakur Stevenson, he was linked to the best at 135 because of his talent, his skill set. So Shakur Stevenson, after the fight, he dominated Robson Conceição, dominated him. Okay. Pitched the shutout, in my opinion, won every single round. Dominating performance by Shakur Stevenson, right? Shakur Stevenson, after the fight, announced that he wanted to face off against undefeated, undisputed lightweight world champion, superstar boxer, Devin the Dream Haney. Devin Haney is 28 wins, no losses, no draw, 15 wins by way of knockout. He is 23 years of age, 5'9" with a 72-inch arm reach. Now, Devin Haney, he's going into immediate rematch of his undisputed titles against former unified lightweight world champion, Australian star boxer George KAMBOSOS Jr., who is 20 wins, 1 loss, no draws, 10 wins by way of knockout. He is 29 years of age, 5'8", 5'9" with a 68-inch arm reach. They fought June 4th in Australia, June 4th in the States, June 5th in Australia. Devin Haney pitched the shutout in that fight, won every single round. Only way you can find a round to give to KAMBOSOS if you're just simply trying to be generous, right? So Devin Haney dominates George KAMBOSOS. So Shakur Stevenson, after his fight with Robson Conceição in the ring, said that he wanted to go straight in and look to gain the titles, right? He's admitted that he has a close friendship, almost like brotherly-like relationship with Devin Haney. But he said his boxing, they competing, and he wants to be a world champion, right? And so you have to put that to the side. So he said he wanted to fight the best that's there. And he said the absolute best fighter at 135 is Devin Haney. Now, some people would argue, and the reason he stated that is because undefeated 3-division world champion, superstar boxer, who at one point in time simultaneously held the WBA super title at 130, the WBA regular title at 135 and 140, and Gervonta Tank Davis, 27 wins, no losses, no draw, 25 big wins by way of knockout. Gervonta Tank Davis is 27 years of age, 5'5" with a 67-inch arm reach. Okay, so with that said, him fighting Gervonta Tank Davis, I mean, with Gervonta Tank Davis, many people feel like Gervonta Tank Davis is the best 135-pounder in the world. But Shakur Stevenson, he begged to differ, and Shakur Stevenson said, no, Devin Haney is the best 135-pounder in the world, and he's undisputed, hold all the belts, and anybody that says otherwise is just hating on Devin Haney, right? So with that said, he also said that he would like to fight Olympic 2-time gold medalist, 3-division world champion, former unified lightweight world champion, Ukrainian superstar boxer Vasily Lomachenko. Vasily Lomachenko is 16 wins, 2 losses, no draws, 11 wins by way of knockout, 34 years of age, 5'6" with a 66-inch arm reach, right? And obviously, people started to speculate that Devin Haney is going to vacate his belts and he's going to avoid Shakur Stevenson. Well, as I told you guys, and I've been saying for quite some time, okay, Devin Haney is not going to avoid Shakur Stevenson. Devin Haney already stated that that's going to be a mega fight between him and Shakur Stevenson. He's not avoiding Shakur Stevenson. But Devin Haney, he also stated that he can't make the weight for much longer, right? Now, with that said, Shakur Stevenson has come out today, right, and debunked all the notion of Devin Haney avoiding him, as I told everybody. Do you believe that Lomachenko, who was in line to fight George Kambosos first? Now, Devin Haney's going into an immediate rematch with Kambosos October 15th, right, next Saturday. But I told you guys, Lomachenko was initially slated to fight George Kambosos for those belts. Lomachenko, unfortunate situation and chain of events between Ukraine and Russia has saw Lomachenko sit on the shelf and essentially focus on that and not the sport of boxing. Now Lomachenko is going to make his ring return October 29th in 2 weeks. But he was initially slated to fight George Kambosos Jr. for those belts. George Kambosos Jr. initially stated he wanted to fight either Devin Haney or Lomachenko, but he was focused on fighting Lomachenko. And that was the initial fight. But again, by default, Lomachenko couldn't fight or didn't want to fight. So in order for George Kambosos and Lou DiBella Promotions to have a network to fight on, they had to agree to fight Devin Haney, because ESPN, Top Rank, Bob Arum, they were not going to showcase a George Kambosos fight against somebody that was low level. So they wanted to be a high level fight, which happened to be Devin Haney, and Devin Haney signed a 3-fight deal with ESPN, Top Rank, and Bob Arum to secure this fight with Kambosos to become undisputed. He was the WBC champion. It made sense. Kambosos did all the talking that he wanted to fight Devin Haney for undisputed, but then he danced around it. So my point is that Lomachenko was in position to fight for those titles. Now Lomachenko, he last fought in December against former IBF lightweight world champion star boxer Richard Comey, in which he beat him. But now he's going to make his ring return October 29th. Do you think that Top Rank and ESPN are going to allow Shakur Stevenson, his first fight at 135, to leapfrog over Lomachenko to fight Devin Haney for those belts? Absolutely not. I told you guys that was not going to happen, right? I told you guys that they're going to give Lomachenko every opportunity to attempt to regain his belts. And that's a legacy fight for Devin Haney, and that's a fight Devin Haney already wanted. Okay? So I told you guys, Lomachenko was going to get an opportunity over Shakur Stevenson, and Shakur Stevenson and Devin will fight at 140 eventually, right? But people were already complaining. They were already saying Devin is ducking. I said Devin don't have many fights left at 135. He already stated that before Shakur Stevenson announced it. Well, guess what Shakur Stevenson did today? He came out and confirmed what I have already been telling you guys. He said that Lomachenko is going to fight Devin Haney next. Lomachenko wants to fight. Okay, essentially Top Rank has already informed Shakur Stevenson that Lomachenko is going to make the fight. As I told you guys, Bob Arum already stated before Shakur Stevenson announced his move to 135, Bob Arum stated that the fight he wanted to make happen was Devin Haney and Lomachenko after Devin Haney gets past George Kambosos Jr. I told you guys that that was going to be the case. And so guess what Shakur Stevenson comes out and says? He knows and been informed that Lomachenko is going to get the fight. Lomachenko wants to fight, and that's the fight that's going to happen next. And he's not going to try to stop it. He's not going to attempt to stand in the way, as Lomachenko deserves an opportunity to fight for the titles, as I've been telling you guys. So now Shakur Stevenson has come out and confirmed that Devin Haney is not ducking him, is not avoiding him. As I told you guys, he was not. But you know what it is these are detractors, okay? They're detractors of Devin Haney. That's what it is. They're detractors of Devin Haney, okay? And so when you're a detractor of Devin Haney, then you'll say anything to go against him. So Shakur Stevenson expects Lomachenko to go the Haney route. He wants the title. So Shakur Stevenson has now come out and essentially he's not going to fight Lomachenko and he's not going to fight Devin Haney, right? He's got to wait his turn. Right, so Shakur Stevenson said this: at the end of the day, Lomachenko wants the belts. Okay, his mind ain't really focused on me. So you can't blame me. He don't end up taking the fight with me right now and go the Devin Haney route. That probably would be the smarter for him. I just got to sit back and be ready when my time comes. As I told you guys, Lomachenko's not going to fight Shakur Stevenson, and neither is Devin Haney. Now, if somehow I'm picking Devin Haney to win against Lomachenko, 3 inches, 4 inches taller than Lomachenko, has a 6-inch arm reach advantage over Lomachenko, just bigger, stronger, faster, younger, and a precise, accurate puncher with great timing. I expect Devin Haney to win the fight. This is a fight Devin Haney had been looking for against Lomachenko, and now it's presenting itself. So with that said, right, Shakur Stevenson, if Lomachenko somehow beats Devin Haney, well, let me not say somehow, because the people are going to complain. What do you mean? It's the great Lomachenko. What do you mean? He has a great chance of beating Devin Haney. Okay, let's say he beats Devin Haney. Well, then Lomachenko already stated he has no plans to move up past 135. So that would give Shakur Stevenson an opportunity to fight for the belts. Now, another scenario is that Devin Haney beats Lomachenko. Devin Haney's going to move up in weight. We already know this, right? He moves up to 140. Okay, Shakur Stevenson can fight for the vacant belts, possibly depending upon how Devin Haney beats Lomachenko. If he beats him badly and stops him and knocks him out, then Lomachenko may just, well, go ahead and call it quits, and Shakur Stevenson can fight other fighters for the vacant titles. But if he just outboxes him, wins a decision, competitive fight, Devin Haney wins, he vacates the belt, Lomachenko fights Shakur for the vacant belts, something of that magnitude. But as I told you guys, Devin Haney was never avoiding Shakur Stevenson, never was going to avoid Shakur Stevenson. He just simply is outgrowing the division, and they already have plans for Lomachenko versus Devin Haney, period. And that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button, drop a comment in the comment section, let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon, and get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.